just neglectful. Who lets a park-run building get that bad?
What'll it be today, Envoy? I know you didn't come for herbal remedies. Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Relax. We're not here for you. You couldn't have known how it would be used, right?
You better start naming names, Amakul, before my friend here starts to get vengeful.
Please, I can't be seen talking to you. You need to get out of here right now. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me. I hate carrying a debt. Just don't tell anyone you learned it from me. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Santa Torre is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra. Easier said than done, believe me. I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way.
A poisoner from one of the temples. So much for the gods working through miracles and mysteries.
With all due respect, Captain, you have no jurisdiction over the Paradis militia.
This building is Ivèrno property. Your people have no business being here.
I understand that, but you can't just march up to the gate and order my soldiers around.
Then order them to get away from our property, or I'll use more than harsh language. Ah, the Emperor's envoy. I'm glad to see His Majesty is sending more Ivèrns to settle this untamed land. I am Alfir, a captain in the Steel Garrote under Inquisitor Lödwyn. The honor is mine, envoy, though I wish we could have met under more pleasant circumstances. This sergeant of the Paradis militia refuses to discipline his people about lingering near our headquarters. A less charitable woman might suppose that their loitering is intended to aggravate us.
Be reasonable. My militia need to pass this way to go to and from the East Gate. What are they supposed to do? Walk all the way down to the market entrance just to make you feel better? No one was doing anything to Captain Alfir's soldiers. Look, none of us are professional soldiers. We're militia. Of course, we'll stop to have a drink and a laugh with our friends on our way to and from the gate. If the Steel Garrote want to look down their noses at us for our lack of discipline, that's fine. Just stop complaining that we don't take everything as seriously as you joyless lot.
See? This is what I'm talking about. Antagonism, plain and simple. Thank you, envoy.
Leave it to an Ivèrno to complicate the simplest job for the dumbest reasons. Fine. But your ambassador will hear about this.
Envoy?
Damn Steel Garrote.
Paradis! Do not be afraid of any plague. With one drop of my miracle elixir, your soul will remain.
If you're looking to celebrate water, I'd suggest the bathhouse. Wouldn't think assassins would be hiding out in a temple, but what do I know?
Welcome to the temple. Hail and well met. The Temple of Andra is open to all. Oh, you must be the Ivèrno envoy. How wonderful to meet a godlike in our holy saint. I take it you're here on official business. Thankfully, no. Only the faithful and the devout come through here. Always have and always will. Goodness me. Though I suppose an Ivèrno envoy runs across all manner of strange folk. Oh, you must be talking about those awful rebels. People say they're outlaws blending in with honest citizens. Killers and cutpurses of the lowest sort. But why ask me about the... Wait, you're not implying that I'm involved with that lot, Are you? Envoy, you're describing most of the district. Plus anyone with access to a robe. This has exhausted my patience. A temple is no place for an interrogation. My people know what Lödwyn does with her prisoners. How she toys with her
Your people, huh?
Let's be clear. I've done nothing wrong, and all you have are Now I'm afraid the temple is closed to you, Envoy. Someone, help!
I hope you're sure about it.
No evidence, no problem, huh? Right.
Arms up! Take your best shot! I need better armor!
I have a hunch she has something worth finding.
That's all of them.
Stale air, thick darkness, and a smell that peels your eyes back. Reminds me of home.
No, I just skipped a bath. They don't look friendly.
Who's there?
Oh, no, you don't! Well done!
Quiet. Watch out. Pressure plates on the floor.
If you want help burning through that, just say the word. Ready, aim.
Try.
This one's mine. Come and get me.
That's not hitting hard enough.
Good fight.
You know what that web means. Be ready.
More blessed spiders. Foi tu meio.
What's the target? Here it comes. Take your best shot. Next one's mine.
What about these spiders? Are they threatening enough for you?
The spiders are just trying to survive. Maybe these people are too.
Gods, not this saga again.
I sense a Marius lecture coming. That key opens the big double doors we saw on the way here.
Remember that time in Emerald Stair? You let that thief take all our supplies.
He was starving. I wasn't gonna kill a man over a few rations.
We needed our supplies. We almost died without them.
True.
You let your heart get in the way of your survival.
When did you become a poet?
This blessed day now. Like it?
Still needs work.
Waste time building a deadly trap. There's no entry sign that suffice.
Show me what you got.
Over there, the left. Probably disables the planes for all the good it does for me.
Another win, but who's counting?
Getting him.
Got you back!
Didn't think that one through, did he? You're still mad about that thief, but we made it back to town, even without our supplies.
Not the blessed day point. You see a threat, you stop that threat. You don't give it your rations.
You think everyone's out to get you. This is why you don't have more friends.
Eyes open.
Someone there? Down here!
Watch your step! Boys back! Oh, you got Glad that's over.
So, would you have killed that thief for taking our stuff?
Shh, Nimdut. Someone's up ahead.
Here we go. You're mine now.
Another one! Time for a new weapon!
I would have sent that thief on his way, without our Bleste supplies.
Then he would have died.
How do you know? We didn't.
I should be out there. Fighting. You always leave me behind. Best be ready in case someone comes through.
Take him down. Here we go.
Get ready. My money says our assassin's on the other side of that door.
So it is true. You're alive. You're truly alive.
Spoken like an assassin who's confident in his work.
Well, how could this be? I killed you. The gods had something else in mind for you. Stay your weapon, please. Hear me. Let me speak for Paradis. Then you can decide if we part as friend or as foe. Envoy, I killed you because the people of Paradis have suffered under the boot of Adir. I wasn't sure. I knew I needed to do something. And when your face appeared to me in a dream, I believed I received a vision. Perhaps not. Maybe I'm being given a chance to rethink the vision I received. Your face was as clear in my mind as it appears to me now. You were standing under the sign of Ardir. Your feet became roots and reached deep into the soil, wrapping round Ardra in the darkness. I took the vision as a call to kill you in the hopes that I might stop Ardir from conquering this land. Yes, my life may be over, but I accept responsibility for my downfall. I cannot imagine what the gods want for us, but you are at the center of it. The proof stands before me.
There's definitely something. It's written all over your face.
The only thing standing before us is a bunch of well-armed people. Let's take this slow. No sudden movements.
The gods aren't finished with you yet. Perhaps this was what the vision meant for me to do all along. Maybe the gods wanted us to meet in this way. I hope you do better things with this knowledge than I did. You have me cornered, but I will not hesitate to defend myself. Cowardice is not our way. My fate is in your hands. Your Inquisitor Lödwyn doesn't know the meaning, but if that is the fate you want for me, then it is the will of the gods that I stand trial for my crimes. That is very kind of you, Envoy. You speak with the authority of gods, but I worry that few will hear.
If you give him to the Steel Garrote, you might as well kill him now.
I will settle the last of my affairs and confess to the guards. With any luck, I'll live to see another sunrise. I would expect nothing less. No. I will farewell, godlike.
A hush, an ill wind, steel justice, shackles like our own. We learn, we twine.
That's out. The Inquisitor's gonna have fun with him.
You should have just killed him. He's as good as dead anyway.
Don't bother going back the way you came. Between the pillars to the right of the stairs. That's your way out. I suppose the gods were on your side, and not ours. Nothing happens. It's over.
What? We've come so far. Can't just surrender.
Kid, you're not hearing me. We're not fighters anymore. We're casualties.
I don't think I expected they would just turn themselves in.
Good news is the Steel Garrote will probably take care of killing them for us.
Dealing with the assassin should put us on Lödwyn's good side, so there's that.
Great. Not sure which side I want to be on. I have some thoughts, Envoy. Let's talk about it at camp.
don't like how cozy the Clavigers got with the adherents. That High Inquisitor...
onto our streets. And where did it get him? Slain! Murdered!
We must stand against tyranny!
You Adherents never should have come here! Down with Adir!
You! Adherin! You herald the end of our way of life! You are a scourge upon our city! You can enforce your laws on the mainland, but you cannot stop me here. Paradis will never concede to you. You may lie to me, but you cannot lie to all of these people. You only take what power we give you. Wait, stop! I wasn't finished! The Adherents only see us as soil to leave their dying homeland. Why should we notice them? We have our own home, our own lives to live.
Never bow to Adir!
They will never take our home!
Tell me you brought good news. Oh, Envoy, you return. And you brought a friend. Ambassador Heelguard, at your service.
Always nice to meet an Adherin who isn't trying to goad me into a fight.
What of these rebels? The streets are full of rumors, but your word is the only one I trust. Thank the gods. Finally, we can show these people the consequences of their actions. Inquisitor Lödwyn will see that the guilty are made an example of. It'll be a lesson that no one forgets.
Why do I feel like Lödwyn's lessons involve a riding crop and an Iron Maiden? Right. Let's move on from that scenario as quickly as possible.
Impressive work, Envoy. Not only have you cheated death, but you humbled your own killer. From this day forth, no one will challenge our presence in the living lands. Our people are here to stay. They need us, whether or not they realize it. The living lands is fractured.
I wouldn't say we're so much missing it as dreading it.
I want us to be a stabilizing influence on the island, not to cause further division. With any luck, the work you do here will... Now the Emperor wants you to investigate the Dream Skirt. I'm sending you to Fior Ivèrno, a community of Valian expatriates deep in Emerald Stair. The Animancers may have some knowledge of... Governor Vidaro will be your first point of contact. I'm told he's barely... Good hunting, Envoy.
Hilgard. Why is it that whenever I hear your name, it's because you've disgraced the Empire?
No, strangling light. Keep her away.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Inquisitor Lödwyn, so kind of you to join us.
While you brood over the Dream Scourge, this island is coming apart at the seams.
Stay your wrath. Allow me to present the Adiran envoy, dispatched by the Emperor himself, to aid us in our time of need.
As does yours. Let me deal with him, and I will get back to you shortly. I can't believe you troubled the Emperor to send an envoy. Haven't you done enough to flaunt your incompetence?
Under the circumstances, I thought it might be...
Silence! You busy yourself with the Dream Scourge. A mere fever and chills, leaving the real work to me. Even if that were to happen, the living will replace the dead.
Oh, gods, Lödwyn.
I have scoured this island and faced the truths from which you cower. The living lands is on the brink of total collapse, and you have ignored the distant... Our envoy brought the killer to justice and Paradis to order, which is more than you've done in years.
You don't waste time, do you?
We should be using this opportunity, not squandering it. What say you? I've been saying this all along, but his solution was to go over my head, to
If you're done eviscerating me, you'll be interested to learn I'm sending the envoy to the Animancers of Emerald Stair.
You are ridiculous. Emerald Stair is under assault by the very wilderness it claims to have conquered. The Animancers cling to pride and tradition even as they dig their own graves. At least one of us hasn't abandoned hope. Clearly, I've wasted my time with you, Ambassador. From now on, I will break the frontier on my own. You are free to disagree with my methods, but you cannot stop me.
Knew this would happen if he turned himself in. Nothing we could do about it, though.
She is going to be a problem. No. She invents a crisis, then runs off to solve it, usually with bloodshed. Put her out of your mind. The Dream Scourge is more than enough for us to chew on. Since Liviana gave you a clean bill of health, you're officially cleared to leave for Emerald Stair. Fair warning, Animancers and Adirans don't mix well. Their kind can be a tad, unhinged. Well, in that case, you should fit right in.
They're a fun bunch. Crazy, but fun.
Wonderful. Now I have to keep a tight grip on my soul on top of everything else.
Should you cross paths with Lödwyn, well, try not to. I have no idea what's gotten into her. Safe travels. I'm told Emerald Stair.
We can head to the Eastern Gatehouse when you're ready to go to Fior.
above the judgment of the Queen that was your young of her justice.
Got them all.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road. Whatever's grown over that Adra doesn't look natural.
Envoy. Ironic. No. Paradis clearly understands your intent.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
Edirins are all around us. It behooves us to be discreet. My compatriots have observed your judgment. We have a message for you. We do not give second warnings. We will remember, Envoy.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Lödwyn barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Might have had something to do with that poor fellow who got strung up. No one told you? The rebels hanged one of your kin, fellow by the name of Garrick. Suppose they wanted to send a message. On the bright side, there's still time to pay your respects. No one's cut him down yet. Anyway, I thought you should know Lödwyn's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Lödwyn's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf brought us some grace with her.
Oh, one other thing. A desperate young man at your embassy asked me to deliver this to you. Apparently his expedition team has run into some trouble in the caves north of the city. I reckon he was a little starstruck by the whole idea, and no one else could spare the time. Those caves have been unstable the last few days. Take care out there, Envoy. You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradis. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adherans moving in.
Any wolf's death won't help matters.
You had to know that might happen. I mean, you've met Lödwyn, right?
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adheran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Lödwyn woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Fior Ivèrno to see if the Animancers know anything. Maybe we'll learn something about your...
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great...
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Avalian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the...
Town full of nobles, scholars, and...
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are...
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, but rumor has it some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. I look forward to hearing what you think the word easy.
You and I have quite the adventure.
I have, things to do back in Paradis.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the envoy's never...
None that could help the two of you.
Yeah. Who else is going to show us which mushrooms we can eat, and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're going to need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm all right.
If you ever change your mind, the offer stands.
Okay, Amaku. I'll keep that in mind.
You feeling okay? Seems like you were having a strange dream the other night. A cup of tea might help you sleep. Unless you need a nip of something stronger.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well, now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse.
Let's give her a hand.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
Need a better weapon.
Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Barrett's balls. Just my luck. I really need that vase, and a ladder is required.
Pretty sure that saying is Barrett's bells. Pretty sure.
But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, Envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fior. And I need this vase now. Oh, you will? My. You're a looker and a doer. The vase sits atop that tower beside... And once you've got it, look me up. Yeah.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins, but no one listens to me. Quiet, Nimnut. I think I sprained my shoulder.
Those are no ordinary farmhands. As if people weren't hungry enough. Granted, I don't come here often, but When did it get this bad?
Next one's mine. Watch yourselves. Here we go.
Another glorious battle.
Coming in hot.
I'm heading home, darling. If you happen to find that vase, find me in Fior, will you? Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you? Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. If you say so, but I'd best pack up. Thank you for your help.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Find a better weapon. One for you!
We seek!
More of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt I can explain it to you.
Tell me another solution that would be half as efficient as that.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animals.
You showed up at a bad time. Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one. Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. You could do a lot worse than Giatta, but she can be a bit The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. You're a welcome sight. Thank you again for your help with the militia in Paradis. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. Good. Perhaps he will listen to you. I am not fashioned for statecraft. Still, I think the governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the Emperor's finest. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
What's the meaning of this?
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul? Wrong. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing. But it's tired, my friend. Heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive. Nothing. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest set. So tell me, how do you...
Another skeptic? I can see my talents are wasted here. No charge for the treatment. Best of luck with your soul.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, you're...
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our...
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement?
How dare you use that against...
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge... Really? Unexpected from an Ivèrno. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Ivèrno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my...
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior, Miss Ivèrno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Another time, envoy.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
Teeth dancing in out of my mouth.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Yet, whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Ivèrno. I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to rally others to his side.
He reminds me of a lieutenant I served under. Led us into a trap because he wouldn't admit his maps were wrong.
If there's nothing more... I knew I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like a common criminal. This conversation is over. That is not a topic for discussion. I'll hear no more of this. You go...
We should...
Envoy...
did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior, Ivèrno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. Likewise. They should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your nature. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior, Ivèrno. Forever. As much as I would love that. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge them. Today, that changes. I need help from the Animancers around town. I hope so. Because Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. Elia Rossel is an authority on the undead. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosopher. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the... We're about to make history, but...
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
Would you care for a refreshment? If you're with... Clothes. Regrettably, we have...
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amica.
Found the machine.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than... Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. We can't make something out of nothing. I could use a large single block of Atra, but... Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently... Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense... The grove is to the west. You may be... So you can understand why none of us went... Still. Do be careful.
Well, let's go. That Adragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giada.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be onto something.
I'm sure her father onto something.
Oh, yeah.
Look what happened to them.
I can't let anyone else discover this.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment.
Oh, it's you.